your lesson. Pump it in your system. Pump it in your system. Everybody will get it poppin'. We gon' keep it rockin'.
Power 95, where music lives. The views expressed in the following program aren't necessarily those of Power 95. Ladies Room comes to you compliments. Renwick Thompson and Company Limited, agents for Western Union.
2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 3 is 6.
Education multiplies their chances and places the world of opportunity in their hands. No matter where they are in the world, make sure they're prepared for their journey back to school with Western Union. School fees, books, room and board, whatever the reason. Knowledge, independence, opportunity. Western Union, moving money for better.
What? That music is sweet. Peck shows like God. Carnival go sweet. This carnival is not me alone. I have me own posse and you know we touching the road. Cause when the music take me over, drinking I'm not sober. Leave my business, mind your own. Cause when I reach the end in trouble, oh, me and my team and the double line, yeah. And when the music take me over, chip into my soca, DJ play my favorite tune. Few days we don't touch the road. No, we get the chance to play, we getting on by. Opportunities to fet and free up our mind. Once the program set, don't tell me but no pride must end up inside. We go wild, we go jump, we go shake the place. On the side of the crowd from on top the stage, it's amazing. Oh gosh, it's the best day. When the girls on the truck and never bubble down, like job in a shop near a main top, that can't play. We fed till Wednesday.
Good morning, everybody. Mr. Walkie. Yeah, Mr. Walkie on a roll, I'm not gonna lie. Had an amazing season last year, and it seems as though it's gonna be the same. Somebody say hello. Good morning. And I got the best fans, I swear. I got me a whole bag of tambourine balls. I got coconut tart, bun. What else I got? I got some amazing people. Thank you so much. Listen, Ollie, hold up on the mango. I will tell Ollie when to bring again. Terrence up mango. Terrence, bring the last batch. After that, hold up. I'm making mango chow later. So if the greener they are, the better for me. I'll ease up on the mango for now. Listen, when I came in this morning, my coworker was like, you and who sucking all these mangoes? Every day a bag of mango coming here. So I'm about to share with them. Listen. Anyways, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the ladies' room. The voice of Mr. Waukee in the background. Brand new one for Carnival 23. Morning, Marianne. Morning, Shantae. Hold on. I'll put on the specs. Good. Morning, Christelle. Morning, Jacqueline. Good morning, Jacqueline. Good morning, Christelle. Good morning, Jenilyn. Good morning, Stacy. Yes, it is. It is Hot Wednesday. Morning, Terrence. Morning, Natty. Morning, Rita. How are you? Good morning. Good morning, Jennifer. Good morning. Thank you so much, Jackie. Good morning, Glendolyn. I ain't hear Ramos this morning. He said to big up Sergeant 215. Ramos, good morning. I've been calling you Ramos weeks and now, and you wouldn't tell me that's not your name. Boy, are you good out here, yes? Anyways, good morning, Sonia. Good morning. Welcome to the show. Good morning, Michael. Glendolyn said, what stadium I need to what are you playing? Okay. Stadium I need to say that sweet stuff, and when you can't fit in your costume by the time Carnival reach, you hear about me. Listen. Carnival taking whatever body, costume taking whatever body it gets. I tired to beat up myself and stress myself out. I mean, you go to the gym, but it's like, to me, I think going to the gym should be enjoyable. When you go to the gym, it's like you come out and walk 50 acres of land in the hot sun. And is it supposed to be that way? I mean, you want to keep fit and stay in good health, but is it necessary to be so strenuous? Listen, I had a conversation with my trainer, and I'm like, you know what? We're not about to do this in 2023. We're gonna go easy. It's about maintenance and toning up. I'm not doing this every day. My body feels defeated. Like my legs hurt, my arms, my back. Tone up. Then we take it easy. I'm not about to be pushing no 75 and 120 pounds on my legs, and no. Some of y'all overdo it. It's like y'all it's like, you know what? Here, boy. Rich, I'll do for you today. And that light. No, it's not light. No, it's not. It hurts. So I'm going on my own pace. So whatever body this road gets, the road will have to take, because I'm not about to die in the process. Morning, Fatima. Listen. Morning, Chrissy Hall. I need to give these Jamaicans a break, because it's like they're just too much now. It's like I literally stopped and be like, don't these people have a job, like to be on live like practically all day, cursing each other out? Oh boy. Wendy, you need to go to the live. There's 3 or 4 dots. Let me check how many dots. Hold on. Yeah, there's 3 dots on the right, at the very top of the page. All right, click on those 3 dots, and the drop down will tell you, give you the option to turn on live notifications. I don't know what's going on, but somehow they seem to turn it off, on and off. I don't know why Mark does that, but it happens. Some of my lives that I frequent, after the fact, I'll see, I'll see that the person was live, and then when I go check, I realize I did not get a notification. So you have to manually turn it back on ever so often. So anytime you find you don't get it, just go to the 3 dots on the right side of your phone, on the live. Have to be on the live itself, and scroll down until you find turn on live notifications. Hit that button and you'll be notified. But you always have to check to make sure that it's on, because if it's not, you're always gonna miss getting the notifications. All right, so everybody, welcome to the show. We're back up and running again. How do you pronounce that? Caronan? I've never seen that name before. That's unusual. Listen, someone is gonna skip me this year. Caronan, that's a nice name. Good morning. Is it Chen or Chin Lee? Anyway, good morning. Hope you guys are having a good day. Good morning, Val, Queen Bee, and everybody. Marlene, good morning. Welcome to the show. So, as I was saying, it's like they want a mango have. I could actually go by the road and sell right now. And proper mango. No soft thing. At least they say Grenadians had, but y'all listen. No soft mangoes, hard, nice, Julie and Ceylon. And there's a long one. I don't know the name, but it's not tin, it's not coot. Ceylon and Julie and Peach and another one. So thank you so very much for heeding my call and helping me. She knows about red top, red hair, red background. Red is power. Morning, Anisha. How are you? Yeah, so ease me up on it. I'll let you all know when I need more. But boy, yesterday I seen about 6 mango. The day before. And you have to eat them fast because they ripe really fast. So it's a lot. Morning, Janelle. Morning, Shauna. So yeah, guys, we have two things to touch on today. So let me deal with the most serious one of the two first. Yeah? Now, there is this thing. Hold on, this one I want? No. Hold on, let me just jump on my page. So I posted two situations this morning because I have to sort of double up because they're coming in really fast. And if I don't, sometimes I miss them and people be like, oh, I sent you this weeks ago, and but it's a lot to keep up with. But anywho, this person here says that she was 36 when she met her husband and was in the last semester of pursuing her master's. Said I had a good career going, was making bank, meaning, depositing regularly, things looking good, finances wise, but wasn't dating at the time. Said he was younger, much younger, but I didn't know at the time. He was relentless in pursuing me. So by the time I calculated that he was 11 years younger, we were already in love. Not only was he younger and was in a minimum paying job, he was very mature, ambitious, and could hold a conversation, so I didn't care. Fast forward, we got married against the advice of both my family and his. We moved quickly to buy a home, another car, and he started a business. You'd think that once he started working for himself, he would have leveled up, but instead he started to disrespect me. Suddenly he was too good for this. I was too old to have his kids, and I was boring, and he wanted to enjoy his life. And a year ago I asked him to leave, and he left because truly I was okay before him and would be fine after him. Apart from a bruised ego and the inconvenience of having to file for divorce, separate assets, and change my name, I've been good. So my question is, should one date below their level, their league, or circle? Would it work if you're miles ahead of your partner? Let's discuss this. Would it work if you're miles ahead of your partner? Now, I may get some blows for this. This may not be a popular notion. Oh, I forgot to share this. Hold on. Vaughn, what are you stressing me for now? You wait until I'm this and you're ready to drop a new song. Hold on, I'll get back to you. Now you're making me anxious to hear what it is. Why did I go on my phone? What am I looking for? Oh, yeah. Came here to do one thing and I can't remember. Yo, old age is a hell of a thing. Yeah. So like I said, it may not be a popular thing, but I'm not in a popularity contest. I mean, if so many movies have been shot about, successfully dating outside your league, that people have romanticized the notion of, Cinderella and her prince, who else, or the Queen and the Frog, all the little fairy tales, the princess and the pauper. On some level, the thought of ordinary people getting together with extraordinary people give us, that warm, fuzzy feeling. But not many of us know these things. These are the things of dreams. And we have to learn to separate dreams from reality. And if I were to have a conversation with my younger self, I would definitely go that route. Because there are so many articles with, experts advising against dating outside your bracket, your league, your level. Even the Bible that you all love touting warns us to be equally yoked, not just in belief, but also in status and compatibility. And it's after the fact when we go outside our circle, our comfort zone, or bracket, whether this is socially, educationally, religiously, or otherwise, we're adding another layer to the issues that you're bound to face, or we're bound to face in our relationship. Because that's another thing you have to deal with. You could be a well-educated. I think we had a scenario something like this not so long ago, right? Where the man says he's an educator and he loves to read, and his wife is the complete opposite. She hates reading, nothing to do with books. So it sort of made the relationship uncomfortable because things he would like to discuss with her, and when you're so chill and sit and read a book and discuss with her, he couldn't do it because that was not her thing. So it sort of put a wedge in the relationship. And that is one of the things we need to consider when dating. Sometimes we are so different, but at the same time, we're in love. You might have particular things about the person, with the way they look, they dress, they smell, what they have, that you sort of, sideline or, turn a blind eye, basically, to what's in front of you, that you and this person may have problems down the road. Y'all get my drift? Y'all get what I'm trying to say, right? I mean, not many of us would want to hear this, especially when you're in love and yada, yada, yada. But when we're real, it's the truth. When you think back about some of the people that you were in relationships with and, some of the issues you had, if only you had stopped and said, after the first red flag, that, this may not work. Instead of wanting to push it because, I love that about him, so maybe that wouldn't matter. Or I love that about her, but so maybe that wouldn't matter. We can fix that, and small things, small problems, whatever the case might be. So this lady basically is saying, one, she was older than her husband. There are relationships that work with wife older or husband older by a couple years. This is an 11-year difference, and I don't understand how you even begin to date somebody and you don't even know their actual age. Because to me, that's one of the first things you get out of the way to see, all right. So after finding out way after the fact that you're 11 years older than him, you have a problem. Because after you would have done everything and brought him up to speed, basically, homeboy now decides that you're too old for him and that you're boring. My mother always used to say, and I'll never stop referencing my mother, and that makes it even better, Sunday Mother's Day. She always used to say, when you meet a man with the one pair of shoes and the one pair of socks and the boxes full of hole, wash it and put it up, but do not buy more. Because this thing called gratitude, a lot of us don't have it. So you meet somebody, you invest in them, you fix them up, and then all of a sudden they get bright. You do this and you do that. Before, you were the apple of their eye. You were the best thing since sliced bread, baked in an outside oven, fire and top, fire below, and they put some cheese in it to melt as soon as it come out. You were that. You were a nice coconut buns made in that same oven, a nice coconut tart. And you glaze it with the sugar and the sugar water with a piece of, you used to take the fence and make brush on brush. You are all that. Now, when you reach a certain level, the person invests in you and bring you up to somewhat their standard, you're too boring and you're too old. Mr. Man, you didn't know the lady was boring and old before? So you have to be careful who you invest in, literally, who you give your time to. Sheena says, I'm not fixing no man for the next woman. Come fixed and healed. So you fixed up the man, and Mr. Man now decide, nah, you're not it for me anymore. No, I want somebody younger, somebody in childbearing age, and thanks, but have a good life. That is not nice. I wonder if sometimes we stop and think about the way we treat people. People just don't seem to care as long as you get what you want when you want it. No matter what you have to do, even if you have to act the hell out of it, pretend like you're in Hollywood and act the part until you get what you want. That's it. And we as women can't be so desperate, because I know when you get to a certain age, right? And you start going up in the years and you realize you're looking around and you're not seeing the family and the little white picket fence and the little dog, whether it's a purebred or a little pot hound. You don't have two little goats or two little rabbits or anything of the sort. Husband and children. You start, stressing, and it's like, when the first person who comes along, it doesn't matter. I'm doing this. I don't want to end up alone. I want to be in a relationship. I want to be with somebody. So you just settle, basically, not opening your eyes to okay, I could be getting used, or this person may not have the purest of intentions, or they may have ulterior motives. So you really have to take stock before stock take you. Hey, Brent, haven't seen you all week. Brent says the age thing is not adding up. Not sure there is full disclosure here. Do not fix them. Look for who you are equally yoked with. It always backfires. Come on, we got to start thinking with our heads and not our... Brent, look at you, nearly make me... Brent, okay, you nearly made me drop that one on the People Radio. Thank God I saw it before my... Because the speed I was going with, and nearly. Anyways, we have to start thinking with our heads. Too many of us are going around playing Miss Fix It and Miss Change the World and Miss Fix a Man with tools in our pockets and thinking we need to fix up. No. Like Sheena said, let people come fixed and heal, and let's work and build together. Because what you're doing is essentially setting yourself up big time. Setting yourself up. Somebody says here, story of my life. We met in college, so he wasn't done, so out of my... God, people don't. Oh, boy. I need to edit some of these things before I say that. Let me just glance through this before I get caught off guard again. Okay, I think we could go with it. So yeah. We met in college, so he wasn't done out of my league educationally, but spiritually we were worlds apart. Well, at first, Mr. Man pretended to be spiritual and told me that he had been baptized and even played drums in church. But after we got serious, I realized that he was just playing with God. We got married, and right after, he stopped coming to church with me. I didn't mean to laugh, but... After we got serious, I realized that he was just playing with God. We got married, and right after, he stopped coming to church with me. Then he started listening to all kind of dancehall music and push up and ram up. The man even got tattoos, a full sleeve tattoo. That's when I realized that this man had no intention of living for God. We have a child, so that's hard. But it's so weird for all of us to see her dad having a midlife crisis while we're Pentecostal. It's weird and embarrassing sometimes. I guess he's an okay guy and a good dad, but if you look at me today and look at him, you'd wonder what brought us together. If you didn't know that once upon a time, he was different. So my man stopped going to church. Tell you, we have actors and actresses out here. People will do the most to get what they want, and when they get it, complete 360 on you. So he wasn't done, she said. They went to college, everything. So they were, on par educationally. But spiritually, they were worlds apart. The man pretended to be spiritual and told her that he'd been baptized. And he even played drums in church. They said, woman wicked, eh? And we say, woman wicked. Why you pretend to be baptized just to get up? Boy, watch. Y'all let's play some serious games out here, Imagine pretending to be baptized. Just so you could get a woman. And as soon as you and the lady get married, you stop going to church, you get tattoo, and start listening dancehall music, all kind of thing, having the time of your life. So how long you plan to... Listen. Ah, boy. This person says, listen, I'm sitting here cracking up myself because this is almost like if I'm the one who wrote this. I was raised to take care of my woman, so I always knew that my wife would stay at home while I provided. But my ex took the trophy wife label to another level, and in the process almost bankrupted me. She wasn't just any careless woman either. She was college educated even though she didn't graduate. I put her in charge of the home and kids and went to work. And every day she would be online shopping, buying all kinds of items for the house and kids. And every month, credit cards were basically maxed out. She was living like she was on Real Housewives. And even when I showed her that my business wasn't doing as well in some months, she didn't care. When she started talking about cosmetic surgery, I knew it was time to cut my losses and move on before she sent me to the poorhouse. She got a lot in the divorce, but I didn't even care because she's someone else's problem now. Any other woman I take up will know the value of thriftiness. So when you realize the woman start talking about cosmetic surgery, the man bongs, yes? Not about to foot that cosmetic surgery bill. Well, she was going DR or Miami. So when girl start talking about cosmetic surgery, knew it was time to cut the losses and move on before she sent him in the poorhouse. Yo, y'all be doing the most out here, I swear. Anyways, we have another part to go with. What you looking for, Leonard? Huh? Stickers. It was on the counter. ASCII. So my boy bongs before the lady who ended up doing cosmetic surgery and he had to foot the bill, according to him, before he ended up in the poor. Long time I hear somebody talk about the poorhouse. No, but the one about the church, trust me. My girl, that one took the cake. Imagine a man going so far to lie and say he was baptized, Holy Ghost filled, sanctified, and ready to live for the Lord. Got married and the man went and get a whole tattoo, a whole sleeve. You know what is a sleeve? Your full arm, the whole of your arm. And the man started listening to dancehall. Push up and ram up. That's when I realized this man had no intention of living for God. Oh boy, when you think you have problems, I swear I love this job. There's never a dull moment. Oh boy. Well, Marish was saying that one time I go to church for a week for a girl and I still ain't get none. I go for a meeting, Bible study, youth service. I even went and helped clean the church on Saturday night. Yeah, going straight to hell. I swear, not even a pass, not even. Being equally yoked isn't just about formal education. You need someone who shares your values, shares your financial views, shares your views on how you raise your children, etc. Yeah, and that is so true. So many people are in relationships and parents, and they're totally different in parenting. There are certain things they don't agree on at all. One might be for corporal punishment, the other is against it, and so many things that you don't agree on. So it's bound to cause conflict and issues at some point. One might be more on the saving side, another one might be more let's enjoy life side. Another one might be, well, what you need to go out every weekend. Another one may be like, okay, we could stay in on weekends. So it's a constant tug of war. It is Hollywood out here, trust me. There's a lot of actors and actresses. It's anyways. Let's see how much time we have. All right, so we have 15 more minutes to go so we can jump on to the other guy. Miss Lady says that she recently started dating this guy about 3.5 months ago and seemed to be great. Nice job, nice dates, outings, you know, great conversations, good vibes, and of course, attractive. We decided to get intimate and I discovered that he's very small. In other words, the tools aren't. Somebody was calling. Call me back. Call me back. I'm sorry. I missed it. 440-9595. Hold on. Let me just see what this person's saying on the WhatsApp. Hold on. Got a shot of my friends behind the wall. I got the stuff. Thank you. Someone says you're refusing mango. Now all the time you want mango, you specify your mango, now you're refusing. I full up. I good for now. Oh God, I ain't greedy. When I run out again, I'll tell all you. But I full up for now. Good. Yeah. Person who was calling, you can call back. All right. So she said she recently started dating this guy about 3.5 months ago. Seems to be great. Morning.
Yes, good morning. How are you this morning?
I am great, thank you.
Is that the lady have a very interesting talk show on the radio?
Yes, it is. You're live on radio.
I'm live on radio. Well, I just wanted to take my call because I'm working.
Oh,
Busy
okay.
working, but I just want to recommend her for
Okay.
doing a fantastic job.
Thank you.
And all what she's saying, she hit the nail on the head in all different ways. No matter how she look, how you look at it.
Thank you so much.
Most
All right.
guys might criticize it. I'm from Carriacou, but I walk overseas. I just come to start my house. I'm doing the system right now.
Oh, great, great, good.
And I'm busy,
Congratulations.
I'm busy doing it, but I listened to a program and she struck me when she mentioned about this guy pretending to be a Christian just to get a lady.
Okay.
Most guys will do that. Some men are like that. I'm not criticizing all men.
See anything to get to.
Exactly. I mean, he will. The man will do it, and the woman will do it also.
Got you.
I'm not putting one up against the other.
Got you.
You know, and like I said, she got a very, very interesting program. I'm sorry I'm not here for a long time to enjoy it, but
All right.
but, I mean, it's really, really nice.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it. Have a good one.
Okay, you too. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye. So, Shanti Self. Here, Connie Self. So, she said they decided to get intimate and she discovered, that the tools wasn't toolsing. Said we tried some things, but I never got to where I needed to be, and I don't foresee I will ever be the way that in the way that I want. It's just too little. My question is, at 40 years old, should I just move on knowing he can't satisfy me, or try to figure something out since he has so many other good qualities? I'm tired of not being sexually satisfied. Used toys, but only sparingly because I don't really care for them. I need something to knock the edge off sometimes, so I will use them then. In my last relationship, the guy was okay in the tools department, but he couldn't last longer than 10 minutes and didn't really know how to use the tools, so I'm a bit starved to say the least. One thing that came to my mind when I got this one, it was, we women say that coitus isn't everything in a relationship, right? But it's an important part of the relationship, very important. Now, we have a lot of boxes, and we may not be able to check each of them out. But if the majority gets checked out, and there is one that could be worked on, I don't see why I would give it up, give up the relationship because the tools aren't what you require or what you like. But he has amazing qualities. And you stress so many good qualities: good conversation, good vibes, attractive, nice dates, nice job. And that is the only issue. Miss, you have to take the tools and make it do the job if that is what's available. You probably may go looking for other tools and might be the only thing that check off on the box that you have. And you find somebody who literally is whack when it comes to having great conversation. The good vibes isn't there. The nice dates and the job isn't there. To me, that is something that, I don't know, could be worked on. Sheena says that's why you got to spend your 20s and 30s enjoying it. So when you get to 40, if you meet someone that checks all your your boxes, you can still make it work. Because at 40, getting somebody who checks the majority of your boxes is rare. So, left up to me, my wife showed disgusting, yes? Tell her squeeze the back and stretch. Why Shanti and him just tag Marisha in my life for Jesus? Like seriously, why y'all did just tag Marisha in the life for? How does squeezing back, stretch, do anything? Like, you know what? Forget you. Moving on. So as I was saying, morning.
Morning there.
Morning.
First of all, the difference with age is not necessarily a problem. I know about 3 or 4 people that have big age difference, the woman being older, and they had great relationships. And it is not simply because you have a higher educational level that things can work. I have a cousin. She's a female cousin. She has a PhD. Her husband is a farmer. I'm not disparaging farmers. He had a simple education, secondary school, in the story, not even TAMCC or whatever else at that time. They have a wonderful relationship. She teach him things, he teach her things, that sort of thing. She teach him to speak proper English, quote unquote proper English, standard English, so they move in the same circle. She have a high paying job in a prestigious institution, and he accompanies her to all them sort of things. So they are not on the same education background yet makes it. Now this occasion with the fellow, he's probably just an immature fella. Not the way you want to be, but you don't just throw it out because there's a difference in education, in age, in whatever. There are a lot of these things that work. So you don't paint everything with the same brush and say you're unequally yoked. When the Bible says unequally yoked, I think they are dealing purely with religion and whatever. Hardly education. It is a lot of times you make things work, whatever. It's just that you have to be someone. I hate to say with ambition, because ambition to you and to me is not the same thing necessarily, but you have to be it's more or less the same page and advance towards a particular goal and that sort of thing. And age and education have nothing to do with it necessarily. On the second time with that lady, you have all her box ticked beside one. There are other means, and if she's 40, she should know it. There are other means beside the tool. There's other parts of your anatomy that does great job. One being your buccal cavity and your fingers with touching and all that sort of thing. So that I do not think it's just to dump him just because of that.
I agree.
There are a lot of other things that could be done. Have patience with him, show him what you can do. Let me try to do it that way. And from experience, I know that could be as satisfying as anything. The use of your lips, your tongue, your mouth, your whatever, as satisfying. I've had people tell me that is as good as the other part, which is. And I'm not complaining. Don't complain about that other part.
We can testify.
Yeah, I could testify. I have it both ways, and I've been told that it is as good. So I don't think that is so. If you don't have it,
to me, it's not a deal breaker. But there's so many other good things going on. You just need to have a conversation and make it work.
Make a partner, and I hope she's talking about that and make that. You have too much going for her to just jump and pick up. And next is John Doe, who is a waste of time.
Got it. Thanks so much. Yeah. To me, that is minor. I wouldn't just give up a relationship with all those good qualities that you mentioned and this gentleman has because you're not satisfied. And that is the thing I keep saying to people. We need to have this uncomfortable conversation, what you like, what you don't like. A lot of people suffer in silence, and then you complain to your friends, your girlfriends, or to your whatever, oh, this man, this, and you would not speak to the person. You speak to everybody else, but you wouldn't have the conversation. I know it's a very ticklish subject because everybody wants to think that, they're Tarzan and they're the best and they're the this and the that. But no two bodies are the same. What works for Jill may not work for Janet. And maybe it didn't even work for Jill, but Jill probably just stayed silent. And you assume that since Jill didn't complain and Jill was doing all the yelling and noise and acting and pretending that this was the best. Sometimes we need to stop stroking people's egos and tell your partner exactly how it is. If it's meant to be, they're serious about you and improving the quality of your sex life, they should take it with and not feel offended or or any type of way that you're telling them what pleases you or what doesn't please you, because that is the whole point. It's me and you, and same goes for the men. If you're not feeling something, you should be able to tell your partner, I don't like when you do this, I like when you do that, yada yada yada, do more, do less. Why are we still so uncomfortable about something that you do practically if you're given a chance every day in 2023? Still find it uncomfortable to have a conversation that with somebody that you can't get any more intimate with. That's as close. Swapping and sharing bodily fluids, and you can't say to this person, okay, I like this, I don't like that, more of this way, I like that, this part of my body works, something. Oh yeah, just be sitting there and not saying a word, but you're complaining to everybody else, the marriage and the parish. So if it's that important to you, then I guess you'll bounce. Someone says, been there, done that. Nope, all satisfaction matters too. I'd rather be single than to settle for being unfulfilled in that area. The thing is, men who I didn't want because of that moved on to women who went crazy over those few inches. So some women will love it, just not me. And like you said, just not you. Someone says, I'm assuming since y'all haven't been dating long that you know how the dating market is in 2023. With that said, science has come a long way. They can make just about anything bigger these days. I think you both should sit down and have a worthwhile discussion on the matter, and that is what I recommend. I would not recommend just throwing it away just because of that. Have a conversation. Be open, be frank, and be as gentle as possible. Don't try to break his spirit anymore than you ought to. Just keep it real. Do some research. You can do it together. Make it a project together to determine how you can be satisfied with small tools. There are lots of things you can try. The internet is filled, brimming with information. So if you want to do your information, do your little research, and then go to him and say, so and so is the case, and not trying to make him feel small, because that is a very, very, very sensitive thing to a lot of men. Even though they know that's what they have, they don't want to be told that's what you have. They prefer you act as though, hey, whoo, yeah. But you're not being fair to them. You're not being fair to yourself. Be honest about how you feel, how it makes you feel, and work on it. But if you're the type that it really, really matters for, then it's not going to work. Some people, size matters. Others, they make do with what they have. But if you're one of them that it really, really matters, I guess you're going to have to go back in the dating pool. If it's a deal breaker, you'll have to go back in the dating pool. Because if you're not happy after 3.5 months, then you won't be happy a year from now. Nothing is wrong with your feelings, but at the same time, let the man go so you can find someone who'll be completely satisfied with him if it's a big deal to you. Don't waste his time and allow more feelings to develop. Life is too short to be unhappy, and if that's not your cup of tea. But at 40 years, I would have an honest conversation with him. I would not block or ghost him. It's early enough in the dating phase that if a resolution cannot be reached, the two of you can just move on. No harm, no foul. Yeah? Let me take this last call and we're good to go. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, you're live.
This is Aruna?
Yes, it is.
Aruna speaking?
Yes, it is.
The old country lion.
Hey, what go Country Lion?
I listen the whole time. You don't even call my name.
I ain't even know. Listen, I haven't heard from you in like years.
You know I still love you.
Much love always. You good?
Yeah, baby.
Hey, I haven't seen or heard you in ages. Listen.
I was calling you right now. I listen on the station.
And you're now calling me? What kind of thing is that?
Well, I listen to you right now on the station.
Country Lion, I didn't hear from you in years, man. I'm so happy to hear from you today.
I always calling that station when you're there on back. I never.
You can never get me? All right.
No. What is hard to get?
I good. Listen, Country Lion is one of my biggest fans. This man follows me from station to station for years. Years. And I swear I haven't spoken or seen him in over, I swear it's more than eight years. It's
I was calling you.
Listen, Country Lion is one of my biggest. That's my boy. Listening to me. Country Lion, stay on the line so I can get your number so I can link you up. All right. Listen. You know, there are some people. Doesn't matter where you go. That is Country Lion. When they talk about getting fruits, I ain't have to beg for fruits, but fruits used to come and meet me. Is your name Country Lion? True countryman. Drivey bus, mindy business, and just a fun person to be around. So big up yourself, Country Lion. Here, Sheena said, what kind of reunion going on here? Sheena, that's foundation. When I just started my radio journey, these are people who've been there from the very first day. So hearing him now, it's like, you know, deja vu. It's been a long time since I've heard him. Anyways, go about your business. Miss Lady, go talk to the man, sort out your sort outs. If it's not working for you, it's not working for you. Let him down gently and go find your big tools or whatever you want that works for you. All right? Thank you so much, Western Union, for powering us up. Thank you so much to everybody for checking in. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for the final show. All right? Have a good Wednesday.